Hey guys, and welcome to Disc 2 of Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Anyway, last time we defeated the final boss of Disc 1, which is Albedo, and hopefully I remember to black this out, because you can't go to any of those places yet. Anyway, let us load this file, which is the start of Disc 2, and not one of the other ones of my playing ahead. And you'll notice that I haven't shown any of these off, but as you go through the game and as you load your save file at new locations, you'll get a little "the story so far" blurb here, which I am not going to really focus on at all because I really don't have any interest in it. Most of it tells us what we already know, what probably just happened in the plot. There are a couple of them that might show a different take on certain things, but there's no subtitles here, so I'll shut up.
When Albedo released the seal, the lost path to Old Miltia was reopened once again. In response to this incident, the Federation government and the immigrant fleet both began their invasion into Miltian space. Their objective was to gain control over the original Zohar, which was still sleeping on Miltia. However, the immigrant fleet had anticipated this incident and successfully broke through the Federation's blockade. The immigrant fleet began their descent into Old Miltia. In its confusion, the Federation government's response was slow and disorganized. Though they deployed ships to try and secure the region, the Federation was unable to stop the immigrant fleet's advance.
I see that Miltia and the subcommittee have begun to take action. And there's news that Vector is taking part as well. Can you handle them?
Leave it to me. I have already dispatched the Inquisitors. The disheveled Federation will be no match for us.
Well, that sounds like a bad idea.
Margulis.
Yes, Holiness.
I have faith in you. Not as an Inquisitor, but as a comrade who shares the same goals. I want you to show me the strength of your devotion.
If only you
understand.
knew. I don't know why he
Yes.
has yellow eyes like a Realian. Really not sure on that one. It may be explained in the database of Episode
Meanwhile,
3.
after receiving orders to appear before Vector, Shion and Alan returned to the Damrung, stationed in Miltian space.
Speaking of herself in the third person. There's Miyuki.
In response to the immigrant fleet offensive, Representative Helmer dispatched Miltia's standing forces to support the Federation. Helmer also planned out a covert operation to acquire the original Zohar on Miltia. This mission was secretly supported by both Vector and the Contact Subcommittee and would be carried out by the Kukai Foundation. Upon receiving Helmer's request, Junior and the others made preparations to descend into Old Miltia in the newly restored Elsa.
After Episode 1.
In addition, to ensure the absolute success of this mission, several new members also joined their
Several.
ranks.
I.e. 2. 2 is not several. 2 is 2. Anyway. This scene kind
Judging
of
by the
bugs
situation,
me.
it seems the journey to Old Miltia needs to happen as soon as possible.
Yes.
Note Momo's replies throughout this whole
According
scene.
to Representative Helmer, if they use your 100 series prototype special navigational skills, they could potentially travel to Old Miltia undetected.
That's good.
Yes.
It'll be very dangerous,
That's bad.
but I can't put the entire star cluster at risk because of my personal feelings.
However recent they happen to be.
Mommy.
It feels strange to me now. For some reason, I don't want to let you go.
Mommy.
It's just like like Ziggurat said, you and Sakura are two completely different people. The Sakura that Rubido described to me was a carefree tomboy. But you're a thoughtful, dependable young woman. That's why I want to get to know you better. It's going to be a difficult mission, but make sure you come back. I'll be waiting.
Yes!
No Final Fantasy VIII references for you. Thank God for that. But yeah, Momo's entire scene, she has 5 words of dialogue, all single word answers. It says either yes or mummy. Why is she in this scene? I understand that the scene can't happen without her because it's supposed to be a conversation, but the scene just doesn't really work. She needs a few more lines of dialogue.
Everyone is super excited about it. Hey, Shion, are you even listening to me?
I'm listening. Miyuki, do you even know what's going on?
Why do you
We're
always
on high
seem so
security alert
angry?
because of that phase distortion.
I know.
At least when talking to
because the
Miyuki.
path to Old Miltia was suddenly opened, right?
I'll get into this in
The
episode
observation
3,
teams are
but
going nuts.
Well then, now's not the best time to be chatting like this, is it?
That's not very nice. What about you? The director still hasn't received the KOS-MOS real-world operation data report.
oops. It's like there's somebody evil behind you. Well, not
Ne-
quite evil, but
Nephilim?
Shion? Shion!
What?
oh wait, it's not
Oh.
night yet.
Sorry. You were saying?
Something that I wasn't listening
I
to.
said you should hurry up and send the data to the director.
Probably.
Is something wrong with you? Are you feeling okay?
No. I mean, it's nothing. I'm just tired. I'm going to get some rest. Talk to you later, okay?
Wait, Shion!
Xion does this a lot in this game, in all of these games. She hangs up on people in the middle of video chatting.
Is that an illusion?
I don't know, you saw it before.
Why was she... Why did she have such a sad face?
I don't know, she always seems
don't
kind of
understand.
melancholic, but...
What's going on?
Yeah, the entire sequence to start Disc 2 is just super disjointed. You know, they tell us what's going on. Sheena's talking about herself as if she's the narrator, and she's like making a report or something like that. But the only logical person to hear this report would be the player, which breaks the fourth wall. Anyway, the whole sequence just doesn't make a whole lot of sense and kind of adds to the disjointed nature of this game and the huge break in tone and pace from episode 1, where everything was one after the other to the other. Very few things kind of jumped out of order in terms of the chronological order of the plot. Here, it seems to happen a lot, straight from the very first scene, which happens 14 years ago. Anyway, time to go steal some of Alan's drugs so we can go to sleep. Now, there are some people around here we can talk to. Most of them say pointless things. The people over to the left there say nothing of interest. The elevator does not work at the moment. Someone's repairing it. So we can't go up there, and everything else is kind of blocked off because we're at a high level of security right now. But this is a pretty cool scene. They get to kind of see what goes on down there. Kind of makes me think of how some of the basic idea of what we saw in some of the bad Star Wars movies, episodes 1 through 3, where you kind of saw the city had huge tall buildings and then everyone's kind of driving above it and no one ever goes all the way down to the bottom. Well, it kind of looks in this case like all of these large buildings are where everybody works, and then they have the highways that get you to those buildings, and then down below is where all the houses are. But maybe that's just me. You see similar types of things in lots of sci-fi type of movies, series, etc. Now, these people are somewhat interesting to talk to, so I will actually talk to these ones. The other ones, not so much. Her, not so much either. Just kind of laugh at her. It's hundreds of ships. They ignore the Federation government's warning and begun their descent. Seems their target is the UTIC organization's central tower of Labyrinthos. It's almost as if the immigrant fleet expected the reappearance of the Abyss in Old Miltia. Well, Albedo was working with UTIC, so that doesn't really surprise me. Coordinates to the lost Miltian column are observable again, but the UMN Administration Bureau, couldn't they see it coming? I guess not. Let's talk to you. Restricted gate jumps within the column, but the majority of the immigrant ships, I can speak, are already completed their jumps. So I guess nobody can get over there at this point. This is the communications room where everybody else is. Let's go talk to these people. Some of these people are interesting. I always hate when I come in here if I haven't played the game in a long time, because I look at the guy up top and I look at the guy down at the bottom, and I'm not sure which one's Alan because they look the same. Of course, I should know the one at the bottom is Alan because he's always holding his head and looking confused. This is an interesting note. Her glasses were apparently a gift from Kevin, so I guess she doesn't need the glasses, she just likes to wear them? Why did you take them off? Of course, that has to hurt Alan's chances considering he's the one who broke them. Of course she does. What do you have to say? Oakley dokley then. And what do you have to say? Second Miltia. Okay, so I guess we move the Damrung there? I guess? What do you have to say? Normal communication channels are restricted to give priority to military communication, so we can't send any non-work related lines of, communication, all that. So no personal phone calls, which is what I guess Miyuki was, or Shion was getting mad at Miyuki for doing earlier when all she had to do was walk 2 seconds out the way. You don't look well. Maybe you should go to your room and get some rest. And that's pretty much the whole conversation, but I guess she gets a sedative in that time frame for whatever reason. They don't really make it all that clear, but now all we need to do is head back. I wish they were more clear so it's like, okay, I talked to him, now what do I do? The only other option I have is going back to my room, so it's not like you're going to get lost or anything. But you go and start talking to other people. Do I need to talk to somebody else now, or what's the deal here? But anyway, it's already starting to work. Maybe I'll lie down for a while. Sounds like a good idea. Nap time. I could go for a nap. That'd be fun. Instead of a nap, we're going to have an insomniac moment. Or, well, probably more like a dream sequence. Let's have a dream sequence. Sounds like fun. And of course, because this is Xenosaga, the dream sequences aren't just random BS like they would tend to be in real life. It's more of like, oh, it's a premonition, let's figure out what we're doing next. I guess that's less of a Xenosaga thing and more of an RPG thing.
Zohar?
Yeah. Or an emulator. It's hard to tell the difference between them. We know that person. Febronia.
Bronia? Feb? Is that
Her
you?
dream sequence makes everything look kind of weird.
Shion. Feb? What in the world's going on? What is this place? Why are you here?
Pay attention to her dialogue here. Feb.
This is the cage in which my sisters are held captive.
Oh?
A frigid prison constructed for the Zohar.
For the Zohar.
A prison? But where are they? I don't see them.
Shion, set them free from this cage.
New
Please,
mission.
I want you to lift the curse that mankind has placed upon them.
But I don't know where I am.
Well, let's
Where
see.
is this place?
Where is the
How do I
Zohar?
save them?
It makes sense
I
since
don't
these have something to
understand
do
any
with
of
the
this.
Zohar that they're probably
Soon.
near the Zohar, right?
You will visit this place.
Come on, Shion. Where's the
Shion.
Zohar? We've only talked
Save
about it
Cecily
for a game and a half
and
now.
Kath. Wait! Feb!
Yeah, it's just a kind of a weird situation where she's just completely clueless, where she probably should clue into it right away. But anyway, enough of that. No more dream sequence.
A dream?
Yeah, I just said that. And again, as per usual, she
Oh.
sleeps in her clothes with no blanket.
Right. I have to send the data.
Yeah, if you remember, that's what she was talking to Miyuki over the comm about earlier, and they just kind of completely forget about it. Usually when I'm playing the game, I completely forget that she even mentioned anything about data because Shion's not really paying attention to what Miyuki's saying. Anyway, gotta go back to the communications room, which is where we found Alan before, except for now I guess it's supposed to be the middle of the night. At least I think it is. Yeah, see, they darkened the sky and all of the base area is lit up. Still looks pretty cool. I like this scene. Nice scenery. Anyway. Let's go into that room that Alan was in and figure things out. Everyone just says the same things that they said before, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's have another cutscene. Don't even know why they have us, get control to walk around. Doesn't really do much for us, but... when the camera jumps, apparently she appears out of nowhere.
So it was you. Was this
Yeah.
all you're doing?
What do you mean, all what?
What's this about?
What, your
What in
dream?
the world are you and Feb trying to tell me?
Same thing they always try and tell you.
Is waiting for you. There's no time left.
Waiting? At that place in my dream?
Shion, you must go. And there, you must make an important choice.
Important choice, huh?
It is for your sake, as well as theirs. It is something very important to both your past and to your future.
My choice? Past? Future? What are you saying?
The path has already been opened. Please grant her this one request.
The path? You mean Milsha?
She hears path and thinks of it, but doesn't make the
sisters
logical
are on
connection
Milsha.
that if they're near the Zohar
Shion.
to do something with it, they're probably on Milsha with the damn Zohar.
Before he awakens again,
He?
Feb, save our sisters.
See, that one they're actually unclear about. He.
Chief!
A completely indefinite pronoun. I have a feeling
in
they're
there?
not talking about Alan. But Alan will be here nonetheless.
Ah, Chief, you're not busy, are you? If it's okay with you,
I'm sorry, I have to go somewhere now. Talk to me later, okay?
Hey, where are you going in such a hurry?
Old Milsha.
Oh, I see. It's very romantic this time of... Wait, Milsha?
You're not too bright, are you, Alan?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chief, are you out of your mind?
A little bit.
Do you understand what's going on out there? We're on high security alert. There's a war about to start.
I think it's
Besides,
already started.
What are you going to do for transportation? There's no way the Administrations Bureau is going to authorize a transfer in a state of emergency.
This is true.
It's all right. I've got an idea. There's a transport here on the dam rung that Kevin was developing concurrently with KOS-MOS. If I use it, I could travel through hyperspace without going near the UMN.
Good plan.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Wait, what are you saying? That's a AA rank secret even within Vector. You can't just go and...
I'm going. I've already made up my mind. Please don't try and stop me.
And she pushes him out of the way. Poor Alan gets abused so often.
Oh, man. Why did I have to fall for somebody like her?
You kind of feel sorry for him in this situation. He's like, well, shit.
Hey, Chief,
There's not much I'm going to do about this. I'm already head over heels in love with her. I might as well do something really stupid to help her out again. Even though she's probably not going to acknowledge it. Anyway, let's go through here. I'm just going to fast forward here because this is not really a long trek, but let's go through there, go through here, and this is the elevator that was not working before. If you talked to him before, he wouldn't say anything, but stop that. I believe he's a Realian. So if you want any further proof that Realians are just like every other person, he's sleeping on duty, just like pretty much every other guard in any other JRPG ever made. Let's go have some fun. Probably not, because she felt tired after taking it earlier, unless that was a placebo effect. Though, if you had a cup of coffee and didn't realize it was a cup of coffee, I don't think you'd be ready to go to bed right after it. But anyway, we'll go a little extra on this video here. Normally I would just stop here, but anyway. Hello. There are enemies down here. And this is what I was talking about before. There are enemies here. All of the enemies in this area, there's only 3 of them, are 200% weak to beam, 400% weak to thunder, and her first attack is thunder, so you can kind of see where this is going. Area's off limits. Not really a warning shot, but... Now, unfortunately, on an ether one, our attacks will do more damage because it's an ether-based attack. I'm going to see if I can get one of these guys on skill bonus. Most of the time, they'll just give you options, and, well, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Basically, that's how I'm going to treat these battles is, yeah, they'll revive another one. So let's kill you. And then we'll take down this guy as well. I can attack here. Get both my attacks off. And you can kind of break some of them, but it really doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose. And of course I got another turn. So I'm just going to heal up. Basically, this is what I tend to do down here, is because you're fighting with Xion alone, you don't have a really effective way of setting up to get skill bonus points, and I do want to get a lot of them down here. So what I tend to do is attack different enemies, heal in between turns, stalk, whatever I need to do to get a second turn, so that I can finish off the guy on the skill bonus slot and hopefully get some good points.
This is it.
And we got points times 4.
Miyuki's new invention's not bad at all.
There we go. And as you can see, killing them on the points one gets you a lot of points, and we get a lot of experience regardless. In fact, this is a point in the game where I will be doing a bit of grinding, and there's a couple reasons for that. This is the same guy we fought before. Okay, so I'll just cut that one out since it's the same guy. Now that battle can be useful because you can kill the one on the right and then kill him again and again and again and again and all that jazz. Down here, we can blow up this for some items, blow up that for some items. We get medkit times 2, and now we have kind of full reign over this entire area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself all prepped up, and I don't think I can put too many skill points in. No, probably not too many, but we'll see if we can learn like Medica 2 or something like that, because that will probably be helpful. It's probably what I'll do. And yeah, we will prep up for next time as we explore the Dameron. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.